If I have someone on my mind and I'm like a bit upset about it, I am a person who will let them know. It goes from like, hey, how you doing? You're not picking up right now, but like, let me know. Hi, I know this is like the 5th time I called you, but like, what's up? And it's like, motherfucker, pick up the phone. And then it goes like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, I love you. Actually, call me back. I probably shouldn't do that. Oh well, that's me. Ilse, Nooney, and Linus wrote it from the beginning, and then I jumped aboard and finished it. So the idea was already there. Pretty straightforward if you listen to the song. It's about like a love, or you have a crush on someone. Maybe you guys have like broken up and you still wish that you were together with this person. Sometimes I just put myself in situations because it's fun and it's creative. It's good to have a few heartbreaks. It's good to have a few friends who go through drama, and then you can kind of suck in that inspiration. From the breaking of the day to the middle of the night, from the breaking of the day to the middle of the night, from the breaking of the day to the middle of the night, from the breaking of the day to the middle of the night. That's the catchy part, that's the hooky part for me at least. And it just goes on and on and on and on, kind of like the thoughts in your head. Summertime and I'm caught in the feeling, getting high and I'm up on the ceiling. I think when you're in the situation of thinking about someone, a part of you does want to get them out of your head. It takes a lot of energy too to just like consume your mind with this one person. Like I'm in this little tiny prison of my emotions. I don't know what you're doing in New York, but all I know is you ain't on my bedroom floor. It's like, oh, you know, you look at the bed and it's like, oh, how can I ever bring someone else here in this bed? Like, this is our bed. So even just looking at the bedroom floor is like, oh. Yeah, something's missing. I'm seeing you undressed in my room, but it's just the memory, a fantasy. Are you in your house? Are you going out? Are you going crazy like me? I write everything down in my notes. If I'm being dramatic, because I've learned, I'm very impulsive, and then I'm like, fuck. You know, like, ooh. And then I look at it for like 2 days, and if I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna send that, then I'll send it. But usually, if I've been looking at it for 2 days, I'm like, that's so embarrassing, delete. And then I'll just like, why would I text this person? Some of my notes in my phone have been songs or have inspired songs, because you should just write it down in the moment, and then you can go back to it later and be like, that was actually really good, you know, even if it's a tiny thing. From the breaking of the day to the middle of the night, I try to forget about you, baby, and I die when I think of you with someone else, and I don't know why. I don't know why you dancing in my mind. From the breaking of the day to the middle of the night, all the time. From the breaking of the day to the middle of the night, all the time. From the breaking of the day to the middle of the night. This was me, right? So I was all good. I was like, ha, I don't care, I'm single. And then I saw my ex. He replied to a comment for someone who's like, cute or whatever. And he replied an emoji, and I was like, and that fucked me up for like 2 whole days. An emoji? I didn't think I cared. But apparently, it was like a wake-up call, like, oh wow, like, while I'm single, I forgot that you're also single? Like, no, you're supposed to cry over me. Like, you're supposed to, no, you don't, okay. I'm living my life, they're living their lives, and that's the way it should be. But it is emotionally hard. Everyone's been wearing your perfume, and everything is reminding me of you. When you really want to be with someone, it's like your mind tricks you, and it's like you see this person everywhere, especially smells. I don't know what it does to your memory, but it's like, wow, that just puts me right back into a specific time, like in my life. It's like when you really love someone, nothing they do is like disgusting. So even like a gym shirt will be like, you know? Like, I don't want to grab anyone's sweaty shirt, but when it's someone you love, it's like, amazing. I don't know what I'm doing in New York, but all I know is you ain't walking through that door. My last relationship, it just we just weren't a match, and we were on the same page. We had a really nice talk, and we're like, you know, just figured it out. Like, we were just very mature about it. And it's super hard to walk away from that and still remind yourself that it's the best thing to do. It can't be too nice. You have to trash talk them a little bit just to like remind yourself why this isn't working, at least now when it's a fresh cut. And I wonder if you think about me too, where we used to go, what we used to do. And I wonder if you're crying now inside. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of the times you want to have this persona, or like you want people to think that you're okay, but really, are you crying out? Because I know you're not crying out, I can see that, but are you crying out inside? In here? Me and my friends laugh so much. I think that's very important. And in my next relationship, that's the #1 thing. I want a fucking clown. Like, I want someone to like entertain me, make me laugh, you know?